Hi and welcome everyone to a new episode of Shakti Yoga and the Shakti Yoga Wheel. We haven't been online for a while, so I'm happy to be here today. And today we're going to play a little bit with plank pose. So plank pose on the wheel requires a little bit more of balance and stability, and it's actually a really great opportunity to enhance your practice, to deepen your practice by using this wonderful tool. So take your yoga wheel, bring it right behind you, come onto your hands and knees. So squeeze the yoga wheel right between your feet, right? So you fan out your fingers wide, you press down into your palms so you can straighten your arms properly. So you're a straight line from your shoulders to your wrists, which is really important for plank because you don't want to hurt your shoulders by bringing the arms too far forward or too far behind. So to build up proper strength in your shoulders and chest, you want to have your hands right under your shoulders so you can kind of like pushing down or straight down into your hands. So you have your wheel in between your feet. Now take the top of your right foot on top of your wheel. Good. Roll it a little bit closer until you feel that the top of your foot is snuggling around the yoga wheel. Good. Now draw the belly in, lift it in and up so you kind of like hollow the back a little bit. Push down into your hands, lift the knees, and then take the other foot on top of it. So slowly start to roll back and then squeeze the knees in and bring it forward. Roll it all the way back and forward. Good. So this is not only a great way to practice plank and use all your core and abdominal muscles, it's also a really good way to get more into your balance, find more stability and stamina in this pose. So now bring your knees down and take a moment to pause. Sit all the way back onto your heels. Now we're going to do one more variation of plank pose. Actually, I like this variation a lot because it gives me a little pause for my wrist. As we are so much in a flexion in our yoga practice, I really like to give them a little break and do something else. So you might like this variation as well. If you feel like uncomfortable in your hands or your wrists, you can use a towel or a blanket and bring it right over the yoga wheel. So when you grab the edges of your yoga wheel, you feel some softness and you do not have too much pressure in your hand from the edges of your yoga wheel. So go ahead and come onto all fours again. Grab your yoga wheel so your thumb is inside the yoga wheel and your four fingers are on the outside the yoga wheel. Draw the belly in and then lengthen your spine, curl your toes under. And again, you push the wheel away from your torso and you soften the heart just a little bit. So as you can see, my head usually tends to go down. So I have to be aware of that I pull my ears back or slide my ears slightly back, bring the throat in. Now lift the knees and come back into a plank pose again. So everything fires up as you push the floor and the wheel away from you. So your hands are actually right in the right position. They're shoulder width apart, so you can slowly bend the elbows and come all the way down. Push all the way back up. Good. Exhale, push down and up. Do two more. All the way up and down. So use your external obliques and the internal obliques to help you to go up and down, firing up all your core muscles. Bring the knees down, open your knees a little bit wider, and then slowly relax and stretch your arms out. So you can wiggle your fingers, you can rotate your wrists a bit. So now for the next version of this plank pose, we add on a little bit more, which means we come onto our forearms. So you can apply the same principles. Let's go ahead and bring the forearms right under your shoulders again. So the elbows, the shoulder is stacked over your elbow. You can interlace your fingers, try that. And then push down from the edges of your palm. Look down towards your wheel. And then again, place the top of your feet on top of the yoga wheel. So this space on top of your yoga wheel is pretty narrow. So you want to place your feet properly, so you take your time to do so. Now push down into your forearms first. So you lift, kind of like you lift the shoulders and the chest away from the floor. Good. Now lift the knees again and then find your stability in your core first before you do anything else. So we tend to drop the head too much. So lift the back of your head and neck slightly so you can lengthen from your tailbone to the top of your head. Good. And then take a smile on your face and then slowly start again to roll out the wheel into a full plank until you can feel that your abdominal muscle, especially the transverse one and also the multifidi muscle, which is in the back, is start to fire up. So bring the wheel in and roll it out, and do that a couple times. So you roll it in and you roll it out. Good. So you also feel your quads working when you push down into the tops of your feet and engage your feet. Okay, one more. Perfect. So from here you can play with that, keeping that plank, and lift one leg. Good. Breathe deeply. Bring the foot all the way back onto your wheel. Find that balance. Good. Push down into your right foot, lift the left leg. Good. Slowly all the way down. Do that one more time. Right foot lifts. And you can see that my shoulders are coming slightly forward towards my hands, but I'm still pushing into my forearm. Take the left leg and bring it all the way back. Slowly bring your knees down and take a child's pose. Good. So practicing plank is kind of like one of the basics that we always teach. And usually we get really familiar with the plank pose because we do it all the time in the yoga practice. But using a yoga wheel, having this additional movement makes it kind of like challenging and fun at the same time. So go ahead, work on your plank, and everything else will come. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.